You don't just do things alone.
It was just hard because I felt like I had to swallow that. I had to like,
I would tell my daughter, these are your fathers.
I can't afford to give up.
Elphena, what's your favorite Liberian food?
Musa, I'm still in the show.
The bole does not separate religion.
If I have to visit Liberia, where should I go?
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, sure. Ladies first.
No, he was starting. You said Musa. Go ahead, Musa. I'll let you do your thing.
All right, first I want to say Alhamdulillah, I thank God Almighty for everything. And it's so great to be alive in this blessed month of Ramadan.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
true.
also want to recognize that. Thanks for having me, Vladimir.
Actually, thanks for your time because it's the month of Ramadan, actually.
Yeah, no
Thanks.
problem. Well, my name is Kaisa Musa M. Kamara, commonly known as K. Musa. I'm a student at Ghana University doing my major in cybersecurity. I'm a senior right now. I'm expected to graduate May 6th by God's grace.
Whoa.
I'm a leader of multiple organizations on campus.
Ooh.
I'm the current president of the African Student Organization, and I just won an award on campus as the best leader when it comes to justice and service.
Wow.
And I also want to say shout out to Elphena and you for you guys' contribution towards that, because right after the international night, when they recognized the service that we're giving to students, I was called the next day that, hey, Musa, you have won an award. So you guys also contributed to this. So thank you very much.
Wow, thanks.
And I also the president of the Muslim Student Association at Ghana.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Jeez.
He has it everywhere.
You have everything. Whoa. I don't think I can handle this interview today. It's a lot.
At this point, like, I don't even need to introduce myself at all.
Yeah, I'm with Musa.
Yeah, so that's why I said, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my dang. That's cool.
Yeah, so basically we offer Friday prayers on campus. Well, we encourage students to respect the school policy. And one of the ways people can respect policy easily is to follow what they believe.
Yeah.
And lastly, also the captain of the Ghana Soccer Club.
Oh,
So we also want that.
Hey.
So
It's over for me. It's over for me.
all right, not to say much. So that's
we would really jump into going through all this social activity, because at the end of the day, I also want to know how you got involved into all this activity, because I know you just didn't come to Ghana and be like, all right, Musa, we've been waiting for you so far. Yeah, it's the presidency. There's a process.
Yeah.
But time for can you say your name again?
Kaisa Musa.
Kaisa
Musa, yeah.
How do you spell it?
K-A-R-S-A, Kaisa.
Kaisa Musa.
Musa, yeah, Kaisa Musa.
Kaisa Musa.
Or K Musa for short.
Yeah, I've got K Musa for short. Before I jump to Elphena, I want to ask this. Before we started the interview, you were telling me about the story behind Kaisa.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what the story behind Kaisa again?
Yeah,
please?
so for those who are biblically inclined, maybe from the Christian faith or the Muslim faith or something like that, you may have come across Queen Sheba.
Queen Sheba, yeah.
According to the Islamic faith, she existed she was alive during the time of King Solomon.
Yeah.
So it was when King Solomon, he had a bird that was a messenger for him. This bird saw a group of people worshiping the sun, and the bird came to complain to Solomon. And the leader of those people was Queen Sheba.
Yeah.
Queen Sheba. So in Arabic, we call her Bilqis. Bilqis.
Okay.
Bilqis. All right. So I just want you to pay attention to the Qis.
Okay.
Qis. So our tradition, instead of saying Qis, with the Madingo, we say Kaisa.
Kaisa.
Kaisa, something like that. Kaisa. So then my name originally is Musa. But because of the love of my mom, I'm mommy baby. So I say, you know what? Let me just add Kaisa to the name. So I added that. I was in 9th grade.
Wow.
So I added that, and all of my documents, Kaisa Musa. So that's
wow, it's a nice name. But next we have.
Oh my gosh! At this point, do we even need to introduce me? Musa is still in the show.
What you mean? People don't know about what Eje means. All right. Can you please introduce yourself? You have to introduce yourself as you want.
Okay.
Do you want us to clap for you? Do you want us to stand up while you present yourself?
No, we don't need all of that.
Okay.
My name is Elphena Joyce Elsar. I'm not as cool as Musa, obviously, but I am the president of Liberia. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. I'm not.
Please,
I mean, if he's the president of everything.
I'm trying to let my podcast grow. I don't want any issue with any African president. Please,
I'll stop. Just for your sake.
Yeah.
All right. So seriously, my name is Elphena. My name was originally made from my dad's name.
Yeah.
So his name is Stephen.
Okay.
Stephen, and so he took the Phen from his Stephen and the El from our last name, and apparently he added an A there to kind of include my mom. So he said
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
You don't
he
believe
took
it?
the A from her name and added to make it Elphena. So when people ask me what my name means, I'm like, I really don't know. I guess whatever my dad's name means, I guess that's what my name is.
So your last name is Elsar.
Yes, Elsar.
It's a nice name.
Elphena, yes, Elphena, Elsar.
Joyce.
Elphena, Joyce, Elsar, yes.
Exactly. Why did one take the Joyce off of it? So, I have K. Musa of Elphena. You two are from Liberia.
Yes.
But you two have two different experiences, two different stories.
For
because
sure.
the way Musa came to the United States might not be the way that you came to the United States. But before we jump to that, the first thing I want to know, is I want to talk about the Liberian cuisine.
Oh.
That's the first thing. Elphena, what's your favorite Liberian food?
Oh my gosh. I love, first of all, let me start with something light that I'm sure a lot of people know. I love plantains. Like, if you know me, I love fried plantains.
I never knew that.
How?
I'm joking.
But I do love fried plantains. Apart from that, from my country, I love what we call torborgee. So it's a dish from my tribe. I am from the Kaisa tribe.
Kaisa.
Yeah, Kissi.
Okay.
And that's my dad's tribe. So my dad is like, so the way we have it in my country is like, if you're you always go with what your dad's tribe is,
yes,
right? So
yes.
my dad's tribe, my dad's father was from the Kaisa tribe, and I'm a Kaisa. I'm from the Kaisa tribe. So
where's your mom from?
my mom is from the Va tribe. So
Va.
yeah, VAI.
Va. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So and they're from Grand Cape Mount County. So
we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But let's get to the because the food, you know,
so,
it's really that thing that touches an African's mind.
But I love torborgee, and I feel like it's not for everyone. Like, if you're new to Liberia, I wouldn't recommend you just trying it just from the jump, because like it does something to your stomach.
So what's in the torborgee?
It's made with kettere. Would you say it's like seeds? Like, what kind of plant is it? Would you say, Musa? It's like eggplants.
So,
you know how eggplants are, but they're like smaller.
Okay.
I don't know, like.
Is it a soup?
It's like garden, huh?
Is it a soup or what?
Yeah.
It's a soup, yeah, but it's not like the kind of soup we're used to here in the U.S. where it's like, water and.
It's heavy.
It's heavy, right?
You can't have that for breakfast.
No, you cannot. I mean, if you want to take the risk and do what we have, core rice. Yeah. We have this thing called core rice.
What's core rice?
So like,
wait. Let's finish with torborgee first, please.
Okay.
What is torborgee made of? Is it soup? Is it like okra soup?
No.
No.
Can I come a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, well, it looked like a fruit, like little fruit, like should I say, what are some of the fruit that we eat here in the USA? Like something like round, like a pebbles. It's very round.
Watermelon? No watermelon.
No.
Melon?
No, so,
You talking about a kid today?
Yeah, kid. I just
so
trying to.
You know what eggplant is?
I see eggplant. Yeah.
Right. What is it called? Garden eggs or something.
Yeah.
So like it's smaller.
Than that.
Yeah. So we have the beta balls. Like they're about like this size or this size, and then there's like the kitty. They're much smaller, like tiny little balls.
Yeah.
And it's like it has seeds in the middle of them. Yeah, just like eggplants.
Just like eggplant.
Yeah.
So with what do you eat it like that, or is there like some sort of complementary food on the side?
No. So you eat it with rice. You have to eat it with rice. Like most of our soup are eating with rice. Like
does the torborgee have meat in it?
Oh yes, of course. I can. Yeah, it has to come with meat. Like you won't get the full, experience exactly. And usually, if you're, a lot of people in my country we like spice, so like it's made with a lot of peppers. Like it's made with a lot of pepper. So it's hot when you're eating it. Like you feel it. You know what I mean?
Wow. So you really like.
Yes, that's my kind.
I know. Musa, what about you? What's one of the Liberian dishes you like the most?
One of them is torborgee, like she mentioned. Okay. And there are various kinds of torborgee, but what she mentioned, kitiri torborgee, that's also one of my favorites. Well, and the reason maybe we share similar things because her tribe originates from Lofa. Okay. But I think also our big base is in Lofa.
So Lofa is a region.
Yeah, in Liberia.
In Liberia. So it's like states. So if no one.
Thank you.
All right, Musa, let's go back to
torborgee. I really like torborgee. Kitty torborgee. We also have betabo torborgee. Okay. We have there's a grain, certain kind of grain we do. But we also do a torborgee, water green torborgee.
Misa, I want to know more. I know this is we are still on torborgee. I want to know more, please. Give me something else apart from torborgee.
Yeah, apart from torborgee, well, supugee also, supugee or naji. What's one of my favorites.
What's it made up of?
Do you remember what Elphena made during the international night? That pepper soup. We call it supugee or naji.
Supugee or naji.
So, from your tribe?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We call it supugee or naji.
Pepper soup.
Oh, yeah, but Elphena made pepper soup. That was with oxtail, right?
That
was a beef.
Oxtail? No, it's with beef. Cow, yeah.
But you made your pepper soup with fish.
We can have fish in there.
We can do it with fish. Okay. Whatever you want to do it with, as long as you have a lot of water in it, you call it supugee or naji.
Supugee.
Yeah, or naji.
It's more charismatic than pepper soup.
Yeah, supugee.
What do you think so? So with what can I have that supugee?
Well, you can have it in Liberia, mostly with, I think all the tribes in Liberia like it.
Rice.
Yeah, you can have fufu.
And rice.
Rice and I think for me personally, I just like it because it's easy to eat. Yeah,
so what other type of food can I, if I had decided to go to what apart from the torborgee, supugee?
I got you.
Yeah, because I want us to travel and discover it.
So someone who's not used to the whole like culture.
Yeah.
I always recommend you trying chuck rice gravy because chuck rice gravy. Okay. Because it's like it's sort of like you see here in the US. It's kind of like it's just gravy. Okay. It's made with like oil, peppers, like vegetable peppers, hot peppers, tomatoes, depending on who's cooking it, right? And then the rice is mixed with palava sauce leaf. Mm-hmm. But Nigerians call it jute leaf. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people know it has jute leaf. It's like slippery leaf, like it's green and it's slippery when you boil it and like mash it up. Yeah. So we mix it with the rice and then we eat the rice. The rice is usually like green because of the leaf, and we eat it with the gravy. It's called chuck rice. That's the meal. So I recommend that because that's like easy and like the taste bud is sort of similar to like the American taste bud. So if you're American, that's something you should try first before diving into torborgee because
it's something they can relate more to.
Yes.
It's easy on that side.
It's easy, yeah. But if you want to go crazy, try cassava leaf. Cassava leaf.
I mean, I think I know cassava. I've tried cassava leaf before. Like maybe in Cameroon, I think we have cassava.
I'm sure you guys do.
Yeah, we do. A lot of our cuisine kind of look alike.
Very similar, exactly. Yeah.
Because I think one time you made it, like even the way you make your okra soup,
that's kind of how you guys make it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, so we have the torborgee, we have the supugee, we have the
chuck rice.
Curry, Is there something else you guys want to share?
I just said cassava leaf.
Cassava leaf.
Potato grains.
What's potato grains?
Oh, I need to cook some for you to try.
All right, the leaves
that come from the potato.
That's one of the best.
Why do you guys even get the leaf? When I go to the supermarket, they don't say the leaf of the potato.
No, so it's not gonna say like that. What would it be called though? Like in the US, when you when you go to the store, have you seen it?
But just a potato green.
Yeah, it was a potato grains. So it's green and like usually we cut it up, like we slice it up.
So it's leaves.
It's leaves, and it's just like how you see cassava leaf is made.
So it's like saute leaves. You just saute.
What is saute?
Like, I don't think it's saute. No,
you don't think it's saute?
No. How do I even describe saute?
I really want potato green. I've never.
I would cook it so you can try.
So tomorrow
is.
Hey, sir, relax.
So wait, what's in that potato? So potato leaves. What else is in it?
So it's cooked like most of our food, right? It's like the leaves, the meat.
Yeah.
And we have a couple of ways to cook it. You can cook it with like alcohol oil, what is like vegetable oil, or you can cook it with palm oil, like red oil. We call it red oil or palm oil. So you can cook it those ways. Yeah.
Do you eat that with potato?
No. I mean, if you want to be adventurous, you can do that. But we eat it with rice usually. Potato greens, we eat it with rice.
And there's meat inside.
There's meat. Oh yeah, lots of meat. Liberians, we love meat. Like
why is there's not a lot of meat in your jollof?
Are you looking at me right now and telling me there's not a lot of meat? All the meat that I put in my jollof, I know you're lying.
I mean, no, there's actually a lot of food in your jollof.
Exactly.
So we experience the food. Now let's jump into the culture of Liberia.
Yeah.
So, what are some cultural activities that take place in Liberia that you?
No.
So I want us to dive into the culture. Like, you know, if you go to Cameroon, for example, if you go to where I'm from in the Western region, like our culture, you have like festivals. Like you have a specific festival for harvest. When the chief, even though we have like president and everything in our tribes. We still have these cultural activities, like when the chief comes out, they see huge activity going around that. Or even if you have to go down into the different religions, Cameroon is this Christian, this Arabic, this Muslim. What's like in Liberia? Is Liberia mostly like a Muslim country, a Christian country? If I have to ask.
You want to answer that? You want to
go
go
ahead.
ahead?
I mean, I always come in, so.
Yeah, he can always jump in. But we're like sort of 50-50, honestly. Yeah, because we have majority is Christians, a majority are Muslims. So, but it's not just one religion country. And for the most part, we get along. Like, when... I'm not trying to go off topic a bit, but like from my background, my mom is from like my mom's family. All of them are Muslim. Only one or two are like Christian. And then my dad also, his mom was Muslim. So that just goes to show, like, you know, we get along, right? You know what I mean? And I'm Christian. My mom was Christian. My dad is Christian. Yeah. So like that just shows like we get along. We don't really fuss that much. I mean, there might be some misunderstanding at times, but like, yeah. I'll let Musa step in.
So, like she said, well, religion-wise...
we don't have to focus on religion. I just want to talk about like the culture, like cultural activities, cultural festivals.
Yeah, okay. So in Liberia, from what I know, it's not really 50-50. I would say the Christian more than the Muslims.
Okay.
The Christian more than the Muslims.
Fair.
Yeah. Maybe she's trying to be so nice. Yeah, thank you. But the Christian more than the Muslim, but we get along sometimes, or most times. So for the Muslim culture, the head of the Muslims is called Mufti. Mufti, yeah. And then what else?
Interesting.
And for the Christian culture, the head, I would say bishop or something like that. One good thing I want to mention, during the Civil War in Liberia, those who really contributed to ensure that peace is brought, Muslims and Christians have to come together. We have the chief imam, Sheikh Kafuma, and the bishop at that time. Both of them passed away right now. They say, hey, we have to come together. And one of the public figures in Liberia, Madam Bowie, she did extremely well also, and she visited mosques, churches. She said, wait, the bullet does not separate religion. The bullet can kill anyone. So you know what? Let's come together.
Wow.
You understand?
That's powerful.
Yeah.
And
can you say it again?
The bullet does not separate religion. The bullet doesn't separate Muslim from Christian. When it comes, it just kills. It don't say, are you Muslim? Oh, okay, I'll leave you. I can't go. It just hit everybody.
No, it's still relevant in our society.
She did that. And she won Nobel Peace Prize in the war. Wow. She's well known.
What's her name?
Lema Bowie. Yeah, Bowie. She's well known in the war.
I mean, that's
that was amazing. Like she said, we get along. We get along. And other culture I want to mention too, apart from religion, okay, for my tradition, let's go to marriage for example.
Yeah.
Let's go to marriage for example. So, back then, because things are changing.
Back then?
Yeah, back
5 years ago.
According to my mom.
Okay.
And my dad, sometimes we lecture, I said earlier, I'm a mama baby, something like that. So I lecture my mom a lot.
That's nice.
She tells me a lot of things. Well, okay, if this person want to marry this person, usually there will be negotiation between the parents first.
Okay.
Let us know. I know Elphena, she knows me. We are very good friends, right? All right. So
is there a big announcement?
And if the things do not work out well for me, Elphena, maybe I want to marry her and it didn't work out well, then alright. But we're still good friends, we'll not become enemy. Then maybe she has a boy child and I have a gay child. Later we'll meet in the future. Oh, Elphena, what's up? Yeah, fine. Oh, I have a boy child, gay child, something like that. Then we'll make arrangement for the marriage. That's how my mom marriage was. Yeah.
So you guys have fixed marriage. I think it happened if you look at history.
Yeah.
In every culture, they had this arranged marriage.
Yes.
So it's like a world thing.
Yeah, so
but as you said, things are changing.
Yeah, so they do that or they did that, but with consent. According to my mom, they consent.
All the girls and the boy, they have to say yes.
For the most part, yes.
Yeah, they consent. Oh, like I want you to marry my friend, son or daughter. Do you agree or something like that? So that's how marriage goes. And also, you don't just do things alone. That is, even if my daughter wants to get married or is getting married, I should consult my brothers. In fact, my brothers should be in front of it. They should officiate. I should step back. I will tell my daughter, these are your fathers. They will say yes or no.
Yeah.
I will step back.
Yes.
You know what
So
I
when
mean?
you guys go for the family presentation.
Yeah, something like that. So I will step back. But if it's my brother, daughter, he will push me in front. Something like that.
Yes.
So we just take things into our own hands. And if you go out of the way, like for example, let's assume right now I'm 40 years of age. I have money, I'm rich. Yeah, but in my culture, if you really want to deal with my tradition, if I misbehave, my other brother will beat my butt. He will beat me. Like, yes.
No matter the age?
Yeah, family who I will lay down on the ground, take the right thing, beat me.
I've heard that.
Tradition. So just to respect the tradition.
So based on what you said, this is what I get, the fact that it's really family oriented.
Yes,
something
we're
like
very family oriented.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So these are just some of the traditions. And I'll let Elphena come in before she say Musa.
Oh, no, I wasn't. He's doing a good job.
No, because honestly, all the people I have, we never really talk about that part of the culture, but it's really important.
It is.
Because I just sort of, wow, so if you have to get married now, your mom and your dad have to go see your brother. I mean, your dad has to go see his brothers and sisters and say, hey, this is the family Wilson wants to get into. Because in my culture, it's not just one person, it's families getting married.
Exactly. Yes.
And we have this we have this visitation that before anything goes first, the family of the guy has to go visit the family of the girl.
Yes.
We do that.
Before the traditional marriage and before any other thing. So you guys have that too.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, we have that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the other thing I do appreciate about that is like you're not marrying just your spouse, you're marrying the family.
Beautiful.
Because even after the marriage is over, like you guys, both families are like, you're my sister now, you're my uncle now. Like it's like that.
No, that's
and like
true.
if someone from the other family gets ill or like needs money, the other family can say, let's collect, let's contribute to this person funeral, or let's contribute to this person medical help. Because that's how my dad's side and my mom's side of the family is. Like they come together whenever there's like death in the news. Death news in the family. Like each family are like, okay, this is our family now. This was our grandma too. So we had to come together. They all find ways to make it there. You know, no matter what it is, even if it's like just one or two person go to represent, there have to be, someone has to be present. Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, and
that's
really
what I love
impressive.
about it. Yeah.
And another thing, they do not really, for my tradition, we do not really encourage too much dating before marriage. they don't really
So how do you know she's the right one?
They don't really encourage
Is it
that.
your religion or is it from your?
I'm just talking about tradition right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Even Islam, of course, I can talk about Islam perspective a little bit, but they don't really encourage dating before marriage. If you are to date a person, you just have to be careful. Nothing should pass between you before the marriage.
Okay.
You understand?
I understand. Yeah.
Don't tell your parents.
Yeah,
Make sure if they don't come on the podcast.
But you should be innocent before marriage, most likely.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really capturing a lot of.
Yeah,
I think it's in a lot of African countries, cultures where it's really sacred.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's some value in that.
Yeah.
There's some value in that, which is that's why I say the fact that you brought up marriage, it's so amazing.
Yeah.
So I want to end with Liberia with this. If I have to visit Liberia, where should I go?
All right, so if you were to visit Liberia, this will be my answer. I will not tell you to visit a mansion that you have in the USA here or a very big building, something fancy that you can find in Europe. I will tell you to visit a place that is unique about Liberia.
That's what I'm talking
that you
about.
cannot find here, something like
Tell
that.
us, Musa.
So
Tell
go
us.
to the farms, visit the farms, go to the bush, go to the mining area
market
in Liberia.
area too.
Yeah.
What's particular about the market area?
Oh my gosh. Me personally, just walking in there, it's like it gives you a different perspective on life. Like you see the women are like, they have the tables set up, like the markets are there, like you're able to buy fresh stuff, like fresh fruit, fresh produce, right? Versus here, we go to the store and buy that. So like,
It's a
just
different
kind of go,
experience.
yeah, it's a different
human
experience.
interaction.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you say go to the farms, what's there in the farm?
Well,
Because in
that-
the farm, I can go to a farm in the United
Yeah,
States.
of course. Well, but we go different food sometimes. Right.
Okay.
For example, if you go to the palm farm, I don't know whether they have palm oil here.
No,
think-
palm
I don't
trees
think-
are usually like in the south.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So the way they do it is different. Like how they get the oil, you put it in like a area like a pool.
Yeah.
How they step in it.
Oh yeah,
and
the
make
palm
oil.
nut.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
so they have to-
oil.
yeah. I think it's the same thing coming
And the
too.
gold mine or the diamond mine, see how they get their diamond too. Here it may be a little bit different, like the jig,
Yeah.
get the gravel from the ground, wash the gravel, it becomes sand,
Yeah.
put the sand in the box.
Whatever they call it. Whatever. Honestly,
You put the sand in the jig it,
Yeah.
do it that kind of stuff.
I see what you're
Then
talking
how
about.
they gotta
Yeah,
get the diamonds.
you're really talking about the experience.
Yeah,
He probably
I've
knows
been
a
there
lot. That's
before,
why.
yeah, and also try to live in some of the houses they build too, like that is different from here in Europe. Like this is palm houses, the mud
Yeah, they have
houses.
a lot of
yeah.
Yeah, and we also have some rubber farms in Liberia.
rubber farm, okay.
Like you know Firestone, right?
Yes.
Firestone have a very
We
big
have a
farm in
big
Liberia,
branch
bro.
in, yeah.
You can walk, you can finish, bro. You just walking. 10
Firestone
hours
has
you
a
can
farm
finish.
in Liberia?
Yes, rubber farm, bro.
Yeah.
What?
And they make very
God.
big rubber farm, bro. And what they do is they are workers. They build houses for them. Build houses for them, get a job working, and they live a very civilized life. And they have a very good institution in Liberia. So they do not only hire you, but also take care of you. They want you to be there around. They have a very big farm, massive farm, very big. Bigger than area, in my opinion. Big.
Wow. I mean,
Yes.
if you say bigger than, of course, yes. Wow.
In my opinion, it's bigger than
So,
area, bro.
you guys have national parks in Liberia. Do you guys have, I mean, I don't think you guys have any safari. I don't think that.
Well, what is safari? Is it?
It's like, no, it's right because it's like a reserve.
Right.
Like
they
where I
have,
can
like,
literally go
wildlife,
see wildlife,
like zebras. Like,
Yeah, we have that in Liberia.
Okay.
I just didn't know what it is. We have that. Yeah, you
So
know?
what's one of your most, when you went back to Liberia, what did you visit?
Okay. So when I went to Liberia, I didn't really do much because obviously I was limited to car.
Yeah.
But the places that I went to. There's this place called G&Ish, Guest House.
Okay.
It's like outside of the city, but it's still within it's in Bombing. I'm pretty sure it's in Bombing because where I live was like 20 minutes from there. No, 45 minutes from there. That's where I went. That place is like a sort of like a, I want to say like a hotel sort of, and it has pool and stuff like that. And then the other place that I visited was oh my goodness, what is it called? I told you about St. Paul's Bridge.
Yeah, Simple Bridge. But
St. Paul's Bridge.
Yeah, it's one of like the largest. St. Paul's River is one of like the largest river, but like we have that area called St. Paul's Bridge, right? I can't believe Riverside. There we go.
Riverside.
Yeah, where I went is called Riverside. So I took my nieces and nephews to the area where we got in a boat and we drove, and you could see like. From the from the inside of the boat, you can see the sunset, and you can see like the bridge, and you can actually see people walking. Like it's such a beautiful view.
Riverside.
Yeah, and then while we were on the water, like going further down, there was a house. What is it? Benina, your daughter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's. What is his name? Can you say his name for me?
Benayure?
Yes.
Just a Benayure.
Benayure. There's this guy. He's a politician, right?
He's one of the richest persons in Liberia.
And his oldest daughter, she has her house and it's like in the shape of like the map of Africa, I think. It's a beautiful house.
Wow,
Yeah.
the shape of Africa?
Yeah.
Wow, I have to check it out.
Yeah,
What's her
it's
name?
beautiful.
I'll get you the name.
Okay,
Yeah,
I just want to Google it and
Yeah.
see how the house looks like.
Yeah,
Wow,
I will
shape
get
of
you the
Africa.
name.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think you guys really made us travel through Liberia. Now, of course, we don't have to share personal information. I want to talk about how you guys came to the United States. Because who wants to
So
start?
Elphena goes first this time.
Okay,
yeah.
Elphena, what brought you to the United States, and how did you come to the United States?
So without going too personal, I came here with my mom and my brother who's next to me. It was
Who's taller than you, by the way?
He's right. We're not even going to talk about that because I'm so angry at the fact that he grew taller than me. Anyways, so it was the three of us that came, and my dad was the one who sent for us. Like, he did the application here, and we came. And I guess, you know, his reason was for us to have a better experience, better life, better education here, and just to be with his family. Honestly, because my dad had been away from us for like 10 years or so. Yeah, and he was traveling a lot. And so it just wasn't enough for him. He needed all of us in one space, because back home it was like my mom that was like, she became the dad, the mom, and everything. Like there's only so much he could have done just living in the US. So that's how we came, and I came in November on a Thanksgiving Day. And I remember the day that we came. It was it was sort of cold, and anyways, I'm not
Yes, Thanksgiving Day. So when you get here, you get to United States. How do you feel? How do you get homesick the first week?
If I'm being honest, a lot of my memories is like blurry, but
Fair enough.
I do remember just feeling excited, and I feel like that excitement stayed throughout, like for the months that follow after. And then I started school, and that's when I started to experience that, oh my gosh, this is completely different from what I grew up in, the friends, the school, like the education, like for instance, like in Liberia, we don't have a lot of assignments like that, Here, you learn through assignments, like, a lot of them, like a lot of the teachers give a lot of assignments. There is not like that. And the other thing too, where it's sort of like independent in the sense, like the teachers here will help you, like, okay, this is the book you need or whatever. The teachers back there will be like, you need to find a book that you need to get the assignment done, for the most part. Some are nice and will tell you, from my experience. I mean, Musa might have a different experience.
We'll get to Musa,
Yeah, but I started in middle school, 5th grade. Yeah, I started in 5th grade, and I only did like the last end of the school year there, because when I came, it was like they already done the first half of the school year. So I did that, and then I went to high school. Yeah.
So how was your cultural adjustment? Because it's two, America and Liberia, it's two different cultures. Even though you have your parents, at what age did you come?
I came when I was 14.
14. So you're pretty much getting into being a teenager, an adult? Teenager?
Yeah,
so
young adult, teenager, sort of, I don't know.
Yeah, so you're jumping into that to now you have to leave your friends back home. You have to come to this new country and you come in November.
Yeah, exactly. Different weather, exactly.
And then it's not the same food. Even though your mom is there, but it's not the same food, it's not the same taste. Then you have to go to school, it's a different educational environment.
Yeah.
How did you adjust? Even the languages, even though you speak English in Liberia, it's not the same.
It's not the same, no.
So as this
hard.
young girl, how did you find your way out?
I wouldn't say it was in between. Like, it wasn't too hard, but it also wasn't too easy for me, because number one, making friends, like friends that actually care about me. Because I did have friends who, like, they pretended to be friends only to bully me in the end, or like to talk bad about me and me finding out. So I had to really like grow some guts, like grow strength to like stand up for myself a lot of times.
Wow.
And because when I came, I was a bit shy. It's hard to believe because I seem like an
I can
outgoing
see
person, but
I can see your shyness.
But it was hard, like there were a lot of times where I remember one time when I went to high school, I went back home. I went to my dad. I'm like, I don't want to go back to school again because I was bullied badly, and I was crying, and my dad got so mad, and he was like, I'm not gonna let you not go to school because of these, children, So he called the school and told them like he pretty much threatened them like, if you don't do something, I'm gonna sue your school.
Wow.
But it was hard. It was hard. I'm not gonna say it was easy.
Yeah, definitely.
And also making friends was the other thing. Like back home, I could be myself. Like people like we don't really care much about. We joke and we laugh. We don't really care much about where your background is or like how you speak or whatever.
Wow.
But when I came, I was like, I had to force myself to kind of sound American,
Wow.
And in a way, I'm kind of glad I didn't lose all of my accent, because it's still there.
I know. Mm-hmm.
It was just hard because I felt like I had to swallow that. I had to
hide it for a moment.
Exactly. And I hate that. If you know me, you know I like to be myself. I like to be I like to be whole. And then if I can't be, exactly, I like to be a J. That's me, right? EJE. All of me.
Yeah.
So if I cannot be all of me around you, it speaks a lot. That's
when you hit 14.
Yes, I was 14.
So correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, Musa will get to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you forget about what your dad did at one point in time or no? Or did you have this constant pressure, I have to do better because my dad sacrificed everything for us? I had that pressure is on me. And you are the first child.
I'm the first, yes. And I'm the only girl. So you can imagine the pressure, yeah.
So did you grow up with that pressure of my parents sacrificed a lot? My parents made sure we had to do that.
For sure. Yeah.
How did you cope?
Honestly, I don't know. I guess I took it one day at a time. I don't know.
It's fair to say you don't know because...
Yeah, I really don't know how I cope with it throughout the years. But I just know that I am such a determined person.
Yes, you are.
It's so hard for me to give up on things.
Wow.
Yeah, so I guess that's something that really helped me get through it because I'm like, I'm not going to let this thing break me. It's hard. I'm not going to let through it. I'm going to cry through it. I'm going to whine through it, but I'm going to get through it. That's me, right? And so I think that's what got me through the whole, high school and middle school, because even with everything, all of the bully and all of that stuff, I still felt this pressure to be the best student or to be the best sister because I was constantly hearing, you're the oldest, you're the mom, and when mom is not here, and if dad is not here, you will be the dad. So I had to constantly put okay, my brother, he's in everything I was doing, the one who's next to me, he was mimicking it, right? So I had this pressure okay, I have to graduate high school, I have to graduate college, because then if I don't, then he's gonna feel okay, well, Sissy didn't graduate, so then I don't feel the need to graduate because I remember when I went to college, he kept telling my parents, I want to go to the same school she went to. And I'm like, ooh, that hit me. I'm like, I can't screw up now, So everything now that I'm in, I guess, everything that I'm going through now, everything I'm trying to get through is because of my brothers, right? Because I don't want him to see my sister did, I want him to know, no matter what.
If my sister did this, I
can do it. Exactly. No obstacles can stop them.
Wow.
Exactly.
So you had to enclave the area for your junior ones.
Yeah.
I mean, you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
You're doing a good job.
It's sometimes hard to feel that way, but thank you. That means a lot.
You're doing a good job.
She's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, no, honestly, she is. So, okay. The first time I met Elphena, I was with two of my friends who were at Mercyhurst, and I think we were listening to African music. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know.
I was taking a walk around campus.
Were you with Julia?
No.
You were with somebody, I think.
I was by myself.
Were you?
So, okay, Julia and we took a walk, but then she left me halfway. So when I was walking towards my apartment, I saw you.
And you have met Alex and Vishal before.
Well, not met them, but I've seen them.
You've seen them.
Yeah, I saw them before that day when we actually met.
Yeah.
So when we were talking, I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen you, Alex.
Yeah.
at such and such. And he was like, oh, really? Why didn't you come and say hi? You know, typical Alex.
And then that's how we vibe. And then I think the weeks
talked
after,
about food.
we talk about jollof.
Imagine this guy and the three of them, they were like, they have not met me. This is the first time. They're like, can you cook us jollof? Sir.
And she did.
Yeah.
And she did. And then we had to fight over jollof.
Yeah. Ask and you shall receive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you know when you're making me jollof again.
You just set me in the trap right now.
No, but okay, I mean, just going back to your path, I didn't know it. And this is impressive because you didn't give up.
I can't afford to give up. Like, I can't afford to screw up right now. It's even more crucial because, like, you know, I have another younger brother, so he's like watching me, and he looks up to my middle brother. Like, so it's like we have to do the best we can to show him, like, you know, there is no like, there's no option to give up. Like, you have to keep going. Yeah. I mean, congrats. Yeah,
that's
and
nice.
then the other thing too, right? Your parents didn't have the resources that you have now. Ooh. So can you imagine if they did at this age that you're at? Like, what would it like? You know what the outcome would have been for them. So this is your chance. You have to do it for them. You have to be more than what they are right now. So all of that motivated me to, you know, to go to high school. I mean, to go through high school, go through college, and be who I am today. Yeah. And will still be in the future. I mean, you have
to. It's a journey.
Yeah,
I mean, you started well, so that's cool. I mean, you're on the right. But even if you fall, it happens. You just have to keep.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is that even if you fall, is your ability to stand back up. Like, I think when you're because your younger brother, he's in an age where he understands things. So even when you fall, when he sees you getting back on your feet, that motivates him. Oh yeah. And that's cool.
We have a good relationship. Like, when I'm not feeling good, I'll talk to him, and, like, you know.
That's important.
Yeah.
How is he?
He's not gonna like me talking about his age, but like,
let me just say, what if you give his age, people will have an approximation of your age.
I don't care what people do. I don't care. I
mean, doesn't care.
I'm black.
Black don't cry.
I could be 40, baby. You don't even know. Anyways, but
she could be. Maybe she is.
You don't know exactly.
That's true.
But my brother, he's like between the age of 18 and like 20. So I'm not gonna give you exact age because he's not gonna like
that's
it.
a very small range. It's a very small range. Like, you just give up his age right now. You literally just give up his age.
You can just guess it.
I'm sure it's like 19. Between 18. You said 18 and 20. So it's 18, 19, 20.
It's between those, yeah.
So it's got the reason I asked because, you know, he must be intelligent for her to be very free and willing to discuss some very important
issues. Oh yeah, my brother, like, it's all of my brothers, both of them, like, they're so, I don't know, they're so mature for them age. Like, even for the youngest one, like, there are conversations where you would say, okay, I don't think that's a conversation you should have with a kid. But the youngest one, he already knows, he already understands. Like, there was one time I had a very terrible day. I was in the room just like, all I could do was cry. And he came to me and he was like, are you okay? Is it because of mommy? And I'm like, no. He was like, you know, it's okay. And then he started to go on a trail with, like, he went from at that time he was, I think, 8 years old.
What?
And he went from an 8-year-old to, like, I didn't even see an 8-year-old at that time. I saw, like, someone my age. Like, because the words that were coming out of his mouth, I kid you not, I was like, this is an old man. Like, this is an old man in a young child's body. Like, he was speaking, like, he was motivated. And then I had to stop crying. I wiped my face. I'm like, where are you taking this from? He was like, knowledge, but then I also watch podcasts. I'm like, you do? What? Exactly. He was like, yeah, I go online, I watch these motivational podcasts, and these, you know, it helps me understand stuff. And I'm like, wow.
That's a huge blessing.
Yes. He was 8 then. 8.
He was 8.
8.
You know what I was doing at 8? I was playing.
Exactly.
I was playing game like.
Exactly.
Wow.
I know. I was like.
I mean, you have good backup.
I do.
Hey,
my parents did a great job.
I should stop messing with you.
Exactly. Don't mess with me. I'm calling my brothers, my dad, my uncle, everybody.
You have backup. Wow. So, Musa.
Yes, sir.
What's your story?
Sir,
because
my story is
Elphena is wow.
I beat him 101. Remember how this started? Like the beginning.
I'm lost now. I'm so amazed by her story, by the way.
I know, right? It's impressive. I think honestly, before you jump in, it's this type of story that I'm looking for in the podcast where people really talk about the experience, because what you say can help someone.
I hope so.
Honestly, I don't really know who's going to listen to this. I don't know at what mental or emotional phase they found yourself. And I hope that when they listen to you, especially, I'm taking a huge trick by saying it, but I really hope, because especially as a young lady, I'm proud.
Thank you.
To see that you've been going through the ladder step by step, and even when you fall, you get back on your feet. And
I have no option. I have no option but to get back
honestly,
on my feet.
Some people say failure is an option, but you don't see it. You don't see it as an option. You see it as a motivation to keep moving.
Exactly.
You have that, and if anyone out there is hustling, no matter what it is, I hope Elphena's story.
I hope so.
Will really help you, whether you're male, female, or whatever.
I really hope so.
Please, I really also really thank you much, Elphena.
She's amazing. Going back to my country, it's never a big deal. But what am I going back with? Why did I travel that many kilometers to come here? So I want to go back with something. Please accept me. I was the only one who was successful.
Without you applying.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. If you help me, not only me, you're happy.
Yeah.
You're helping my family. You're helping Liberia.
Yeah.
You're helping Africa.